Pretty awesome. Hey guys, I'm here with my good friend Tobias. He's in Norway. So yeah, in today's video, I want to talk about the power of investing in yourself and why a lot of people they have a lot of fear around investing, into themselves, into their business, into their education. A lot of people want to get ahead, they want to have freedom, but they don't want to take action. They don't want to invest in themselves. So yeah, I met Tobias a few years ago. We were in the same program. So yeah, hey Tobias, how's it going, man? Can't can't one second. Add to stream. All right, sorry, you're here now. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me take out the head.
Hello.
You can
Again.
hear me,
Yeah.
yeah? All right, awesome. This is the first time I'm using this live, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, do you want to say where you started, like, in your entrepreneur journey,
Yeah, for sure. I actually started uh, by watching Ty Lopez.
Oh
So
yeah.
when he started running his ads, I was still in the military, but right after I got out, he started putting out his ads with his Lambo and here in my garage and
Oh
all
yeah.
this stuff. And that's the start. My online journey. So I bought his I bought his course about social media marketing,
Mhm.
and I did some. I got like one or two clients, but then I decided to get into dropshipping because it was a really big hype, like 1 2 years after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and by that time I had also um, joined, a study in biology.
Oh yeah, you were doing biology before. I actually did the same thing as you. I started off with the Ty Lopez. I mean, at the time, I thought, yeah, this is amazing, like Ty Lopez, and yeah, he's great. But the program wasn't as good as I thought originally. To be honest, that Ty Lopez program. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I thought it was great. I'd never seen anything like that before, and I thought, social media was just for entertainment and stuff like that.
But
But
yeah,
after a while,
it is a good program. Yeah, it is 100% really good. And then yeah, you were working in biology. You said as a student or something, and then how did you
yeah,
start?
I took a bachelor in biology also.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, at the same time,
Hmm.
and then I just studied after, when I had time after I had studied and done my homework. I just put in like 1 2 3 hours a day every day, just studying, more about social media marketing, and eventually I went over to dropshipping or ecom,
Okay,
as it's called. Yeah.
that's
Uh,
awesome. So how did you land the first few clients then? Like, was that for social media or was that for the drop shipping?
oh yeah. That was for the social media marketing. And so I just reached out, like I just followed this program and reached out to, a couple of local businesses.
Oh yeah.
And like here in Norway, it's way behind, for example, in the US at the
Oh
time.
yeah.
So it was pretty good because they didn't even know what I was talking about. They
Oh
was
yeah, that's
like,
awesome because they're quite behind. It's not like in America where everybody's ahead of the game kind of thing.
yeah, exactly. So
Wow.
they were like, they didn't even know what I was talking about. So I had to explain, that they could get leads and they could make an income off of social media by running ads, for example, or running organic, just
Oh yeah.
using, yeah, building pages on Instagram and Facebook, and leverage their user base basically.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. And what yeah, like because you were doing the social media, then you went into e-com. How did you overcome the fear of like approaching clients? Because a lot of people they're kind of afraid of rejection, I think. You know what I mean? I think that's what holds most people back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was a bit anxious in the start. Like if you're just starting out, it's pretty new, and I'd never done any sales at all. So it was basically, I don't know. I think it was the fear of not succeeding.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'd always been quite like successful in my high school, and also in soccer.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought, it's just to learn as I go. And
Yeah, because a lot of people they have a
yeah,
fear of failure, but your fear was more not of succeeding. So you're more driven by not succeeding than the fear of failure, because some people are afraid of failure, but you don't. It seems like you're not afraid of that.
no, I've always been a very driven person. Or I didn't realize it before I was like 23 or 24. That's why I also went into study, because after the military, I didn't know what I would do. I'd always just been doing um, like activity stuff like soccer and different sports.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't really know what I was going to do, and I really didn't know what my path was.
Hmm.
But yeah, it all
That's
happens for a
awesome.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, because Tobias is a very driven guy. Because I've seen the amount of work he's put in. Like, he was up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. We like worked together on some stuff, like really grinding at the time. So yeah, I can say that for sure. And yeah, what made you like want to like because you started doing e-com drop shipping? Why? How come you
Mm.
started doing that and stopping the social media stuff?
It was mainly because I I heard about it, that a friend was doing it, and then I looked into it, and I thought, this is a genius like model. If I want to earn money and not work a regular job,
Oh yeah.
because I was working a regular job, to fund my studies as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Mhm.
so that's really, and then after I got introduced to dropshipping, I really studied it for about 2-3 years
Okay.
before I made any profit at all. It was
Well,
just ad spend right out the door. Yeah.
2 to 3 years just ad spend. So what? Because a lot of people, right, they would give up. They would quit if they were spending money on ad spend for 2 years and they don't see a return on investment. What kept you going those 2 years?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was mainly because I saw others that was successful, and I got known. I got better known with people in the society. The more I joined groups in Facebook and looked at Instagram, and I saw people making profit from it. Of course, there was a lot of fake gurus and stuff, but I found the right ones that was actually making profit from it. And then I just asked many. I didn't pay for any courses or things like this in ecom.
Yeah.
I just asked them a little question, a little bit of questions to this guy and this guy, and I just connected the dots. So
Mhm.
after a while, I decided, okay, so I was doing it wrong. Okay, so how can I do it right? And it was
Okay.
the main point was basically the marketing, because the targeting and everything Facebook does it for you. but it's how to target towards your desired audience, like the
Yeah.
product you have or the service you have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome that you're learning from other people, going in the groups, networking, and then because a lot of people, they have, if they don't see results like in 2 years, they would just give up. So that shows about your character, that you just keep going, you don't stop until you get the results.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Becoming relentless, you know what I mean? So
And it was also the fear of I started making some profit, and I was like, I'm not going back to a regular job. And it may sound, like, oh shit, yeah, but that was in my head. I didn't want to stand 8 hour for like getting hourly paid, and just hating every hour of what I was doing, just waiting to be done,
like a
for the
9
day.
to 5 job. Yeah, I mean, why do you think a lot of people, they don't invest in themselves? Why do you think a lot of people, they love to complain, but they, why do you think people don't invest in themselves?
I mean, it can be a lot of personal things, but mainly it's fear or stability. Like maybe they have a very stable life with a secure job and secure lifestyle, so they don't want to like see the other side of the field.
Do
If
you
you know
think
what I
it's
mean.
stable though,
Yeah.
having a job? Do you think that's stable in your opinion?
Well, that's debatable, but it's uh, especially in these times, it's not stable to
Yeah,
have
it's not
a normal
stable.
job. Yeah, but at the time it was pretty stable here in Norway. You
Oh,
can
okay.
you can pretty get a job anywhere if you have some kind of a degree or some kind of experience.
Okay.
But in my mind, if you are like me and Benedict, definitely that's not stable at all. Because what drives me is that I want to run my own day, and it's not because I want to have like free time in that sense, but I want to control my day, or not control, but I want to like structure my day like I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Exactly. Yeah.
build my own life.
Yeah. 100%. Like structure. Yeah, you want to structure your own day. I mean, me and Tobias worked together before, and it hasn't been easy. Obviously, like getting to this position, like we had to go through a lot of shit. But I mean, like it's up and down. That's the thing about entrepreneurship, can be up and down. Like people make it to be glamorous, which is not. But the thing
Yeah,
is, like in the long run, I think, yeah, I agree. Like you want to structure your own time, because with these jobs, you don't have any control over your schedule or your time. So,
exactly. You just
yeah. So, like,
follow the society, and that's okay. I mean, I follow the society to a certain degree, but it's certain things that I want to be mine. I want to control.
yeah,
So, for example, with the ecom, I could use, or I use the money from two products that I sold at the time. I use them to travel, because if you're a student, you don't have a lot of money unless you have an extra job. You may get a student loan, but otherwise, it's pretty it's pretty slim. So with this, I could travel whenever I had free from from the studies. I could choose. Okay, I want to travel with my buddies 2 weeks to wherever, And I traveled to the U.S. and I traveled to Spain, traveled to Turkey, to Thailand. So it
wow,
was a blessing, really.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Like going to Thailand. Turkey, Spain. So yeah, this is the power of online business. Like you can work
Yeah,
anywhere in the world. You just need a laptop, Wi-Fi connection. Yeah,
exactly.
that's amazing, man. And like, yeah, what advice would you have to people out there who want to get started with an online business, or they want to invest in themselves, but they don't believe it's possible, or they think, oh, my parents don't support me, my friends don't don't support me.
I would say, uh, I would say either either you got to risk it. So either you work the same job that you do and save off some money every month, and then I would research, like if you're in ecom, I would research the field that you're in, either if it's social media marketing or dropshipping or YouTube automation, whatever it is. I would be up to date, and then I would spend, or invest the money. And I would also, I would also find a mentor. I would also find a mentor that is legit, so he can help. It just makes the journey easier because you don't have to find up anything new if you just want a cash flow. You have to be
Yeah,
creative, but you don't have to like be Bill Gates or Tesla, Elon Musk. You don't have to. We're living in a capitalistic society. Much is already developed, so you can leverage off of this. What is
exactly.
already working.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I think they want to hold on to money. They cling on to money, but they don't value their time. So they would rather waste a lot of time as opposed to saving their time. So I think time is more
That's
valuable than
true.
money.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, you can use it unwisely. Um, I've done that too. Just pouring it out on drinks and party and everything. But it won't give you anything in return. Memories. No, because you barely remember the evening before, and in the long run, you won't remember those memories. But the thing you will remember is if you set off 2 or 3 hours a day and use it to study something that you are passionate about, and then invest in that. Take the risk and learn as you go. Um, I don't think there's any business owner or any entrepreneur that knew everything before they started. And that can lead to stagnation as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't wait for the perfect moment. It's never really going to be perfect. And yeah, I mean, like you can look at all these gurus online who are making a lot of money, and you can get inspired by them. But I think a lot of people, they put people on a pedestal like they're a god, as if you can't do the same. You know what I mean? Like if he's doing it, like there's no reason why you can't do it as well, because these people are not like gods. You know what I mean? They're just normal people as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because there's a lot of like worshipping gurus, and I watched the program by Tony Robbins. He says, "I'm not your guru." That's the film. It's like, I am not your guru. So he says, becoming your own authority, kind of thing.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Yeah.
and even if you think you don't have it, so I am not a very good like direct salesman. So the thing is, you can always learn it, but the creativity of it comes when you learn more about it and you take action, because the
Yeah.
creativity will come. It will come. It's something that you have to develop. Like some people have the creativity right off the bat, but many have to develop it. Like I have to always work towards some goal in order for me to develop the creativity around it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, But yeah, Tobias is now you're now working on he got up to 10K a month. So basically, you're now doing you're managing a team of sales guys, right? Right? Is that correct?
Yeah. So this is a bit different from online. Um, yeah, from online, but I'm basically having a call center nearby where I live,
But that's the
and
thing, though. Business is like that's what I found. It's like you could be studying social media or ecom, but then it leads you to managing a team of sales guys, something completely
exactly.
different. So it's not always related. You might learn something and then use that skill and just do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly,
But yeah,
exactly.
sorry I interrupted you, but that was all I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no problem. That's very true because the skills you learn, you have basically for life. So it correlates with what I'm doing now with what I was doing because learned a lot about marketing and I learned a lot about sales. And then I got this opportunity and I started a call center and yeah, now built up from December, June, January until now. Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's what we're saying, guys. You could be doing one thing and you learn skills and then you transition and these skills correlate somewhere else. So it's very transferable entrepreneurship. But yeah, any last things you want to say to the guys? Because a lot of people like have a lot of limiting beliefs, or they look at other people making a lot of money online and they think, is that really possible though? Like this seems too good to be true.
yeah. Guys and gals, I would uh, I would really think about like where do I want to be in when I'm old? Like where do I want to be when I'm 50, 40, 50, 60 years old? Because what drives me, I can't answer for you, but what drives me is the fear of not having taken the chance, leaving everything on the table, like burning the midnight oil, to not have any regrets. I don't want to have when I die. I don't want to have any regrets when I die. I don't want
Exactly.
to. Yeah. So
I agree
find the
with you,
passion.
man.
Yeah, because literally now you can make a business out of everything because of social media and internet. Like Gary Vee says, like you have a passion, you should should have it as a side business to until you can have it as
Monetize it. Yeah.
yeah have it as a lifestyle. Yeah, and the lifestyle you have to change. You have to change the lifestyle if you want to be an entrepreneur. It's like it's like given. You have to do it. Otherwise, you can't do it halfway. It won't work. Like it
Yeah.
takes so much time and energy that yeah, you have to be fully committed.
Yeah, because the thing is, I mean, people say the 4 hour work week, which is slightly bullshit because
Mm.
like in the beginning you need to put in way more hours than a 9 to 5. But the thing is, yeah, ideally it should be on something you're passionate about. But yeah, this whole thing of the 4 hour work week is a little bit of a myth because in the beginning you do really need to hustle. But I think, yeah, I mean, eventually, yes, you could like automate it to that point. But I think in the beginning you can't avoid the hard work. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's like I probably have 10 more years before I can take my foot off the pedal. It depends on your goals and your lifestyle, but it takes like in the start you have to be willing to sacrifice
yeah, yeah.
a lot of
So yeah,
time. Yeah, a lot of time and a lot of energy. So
exactly.
you have willpower, right? And it's pretty accurate that you only have so much willpower in the day. So you have to decide what you want to use the most energy on.
Yeah, that's
So many,
true. I mean,
yeah,
hmm. Yeah,
So
there are
it's
some
like
people
something. It's like some are more productive in the morning. Some are more productive in the evening or at nighttime. It depends on who you are.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It depends on your bio clock. There's a book called The Power
Yeah,
of When. Maybe you've heard of it, right?
yeah, exactly.
You know that book, The Power of When.
Yeah, the power of when. Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
it
I've heard
talks
about
about
it.
some people
Yeah,
are productive in the evening, some in the morning. Like so, yeah, you have to like for maybe Tobias. I think he's really productive at night, and it's kind of similar to me in a way. So yeah, maybe am I correct? I think you're quite productive in the night.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm very adaptable, so I can change. Like now, I have to wake up early, because of meetings. So I'm very adaptable, in that sense. But my biological clock, I think, lies in Asia. It might be bullshit, but that's what may be why I'm more creative in at nighttime, and I'm more
yeah,
productive in the morning, until like midday, and then um, I'm taking some hours of break, and then I start at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock to
okay,
finish. Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good.
So
So yeah,
sleep
going,
is
yeah,
fairly important. Like sleep is very important. I found that sleep is what is most important in my life.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, to be honest, a lot of people doing business, myself, we really neglect sleep. I mean, I know I have a lot. So yeah,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it is definitely important. But yeah, agreeing with Tobias, like you guys don't want to have any regrets. So, like that's why me and Tobias take a lot of risks, and we go for what we want because the thought of like, what if that thought is not a good thought. So you just want to like just fucking take action, basically. Yeah,
yeah. And if you work hard towards something, the opportunities will come. Um, but with the opportunities, you are prepared. So if you have worked towards the like preparation meets opportunity kind of stuff.
yeah,
So when you work towards something, the opportunities will appear, and that's also a chance for you to really change your life when those opportunities come.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah, well, we can end it there, guys. But yeah, it's been good talking, and yeah, we'll speak to you guys later. All right.
yeah.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Benedict.
Thanks, Tobias.